Welcome back, everybody, and good morning to those of you who are just joining us. You're a little bit late, but it's okay. You can still tune into the fun here on the Now Morning Show. Now, today, May 20th, is World Bee Day, and we're going to be speaking with Mia Prasad Douglas, who is the Vice President of the Tobago Apicultural Society. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
And happy World Bee Day.
Yes, it is.
Now, tell us more about World Bee Day and what it really means.
Well, World Bee Day was established by the United Nations. This is our fourth year that we're observing the day. And it was just in recognition of the fact that bees are important pollinators for us as humans, because 3 out of 4 foods that we eat are pollinated by bees and other pollinators. So the bees are the representative, if you will, of all pollinators that are important for us as people. And the populations of pollinators have been declining rapidly over the last few years because of a number of human-related factors. And so it was felt that a worldwide effort was needed to really bring awareness to that and to encourage action to mitigate some of the issues.
Now, we are hearing in the past, let's say, decade or so, that the numbers of bees in the world and the colonies and stuff are declining rapidly. And you mentioned just now that human action is to blame for this. What hope do we have, considering the current environmental trends?
Well, I think one of the good things about recognizing what the issues and the challenges are that we as humans can then stop what the decline is and recognize what the issues are. So there has been a significant amount of research into what has caused bees population to decline, what are the things that are affecting our pollinators. And there are a number of sources, pesticide use being one, loss of forage being another, mass agriculture. Some of those things are things that we as humans are involved in that affect our bees and pollinators. So those are things that we can treat with. So growing your food organically, making sure that we have sufficient biodiversity, because a large amount of one crop is not good for any kind of a pollinator, the same way that you wouldn't eat only rice every day for all of your meals, that you would wind up with nutrient deficiencies and a weakened immune system. The same thing happens to our bees and our pollinators. So those are the kinds of issues that we would be dealing with. So it's just a question of making sure that we have a variety of things for bees to forage on, that we have pesticides and insecticides that are not harmful for bees, and that we limit their use wherever possible.
What about genetically modified foods that are engineered to be naturally pest resistant and pest repellent?
GMOs are something that there's still a lot of work going on. What I would say is that as close as we could stick to what nature intended is better for all of us, including the bees.
Definitely. Now, when it comes to large-scale harvesting of honey and other bee products like the bee wax and stuff like that, is that something that is harmful to bees as well?
Well, everything in moderation. So bees would generally, the same way that when we plant something, we usually get more than we can use. When the bees collect and harvest to make honey, and when they make beeswax, they generally would make more than they need. So as beekeepers, our role is to facilitate, to make sure that the bees have an environment where they're safe and they're healthy, they have access to good forage, they have access to water, so that they can produce well. And when they produce well, it means that we as beekeepers get to keep the surplus. And that's where we all benefit.
And that's good news, because I myself like honey and honey products and stuff like that. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who do as well. Now, let's speak about the work that the Tobago Apicultural Society does and what you're doing today in awareness and in recognition of World Bee Day.
Thanks. So as a society, we are always working to help make things better for bees and for beekeepers and to grow and expand the sector. So it's about raising awareness, obviously, about bees, bee products, and the beekeeping sector. Like you said, not just honey, but beeswax. There are a number of other products of the hive that are very beneficial and are used every day. The lip balms and lipsticks that we use, a number of facial products, the honey, of course, we know, but also propolis, which is used in toothpaste and as an antibacterial, and a number of other products that aren't generally spoken about, and we tend not to use them here, but there's a lot more that can be done with products of the hive. And also, informing young people and people in general about the sector and the opportunities that are available. Like I said, not just in keeping bees, but in spin-off products, making soaps and lotions, and as I said, lip balms and those kinds of products, as well as food products and the like. So there's a range of opportunities for additional income, which is very important in times like what we are seeing now. Beekeeping is something that can be done full time if you wish, or it can be done part time as something that supplements your income. And in times like this, it's something that's pretty easy to scale up so that you can, meet your needs and increase, what you're doing in terms of scale of beekeeping at a time where other income sources may be relatively low. So
let's speak about that itself. How does one become a beekeeper?
Well, there are a number of training programs that are available, and the Tobago Apicultural Society has ongoing training. So we do have a training apiary, one at the moment, which is located in Carnby, which we have a model apiary set up where we train beekeepers on an ongoing basis for a number of practical things: how to harvest honey, how to take care of bees, how to build your boxes, make wax from your wax cuttings, all the various things that we're doing right now. We're doing a queen rearing program to show beekeepers how to expand their apiaries in that way, rather than just splitting hives. So there are a number of ways that you can increase the number of colonies that you have, and that's one of the ways. So all different kinds of training, both theoretical and practical, to assist beekeepers. We also have a storeroom that sells specialized beekeeping supplies, your suits, your smokers, all the cool little gadgets that you see that when beekeepers come out looking like spacemen. Those are the things that we would carry to make sure that beekeepers have everything that they need to be safe and to do their tasks successfully.
Definitely. I wish we had more time to chat about it, but if persons wanted more information, how could they reach out to you?
Tobago Apicultural Society has a Facebook page as well as Instagram feed, and you can find us on Facebook. And so you can feel free to reach out, and we'd be happy to give you additional information on how to follow the theme for this year, which is Build Back Better for Bees.
All right, wonderful. I want to thank you so much, Mia Prasad Douglas, Vice President of the Tobago Apicultural Society. We now have to take a break. Remember, today's World Bee Day, and you could do your part to help out with bees. And if you want more information, you can always reach out on the Tobago Apicultural Society's Facebook page and get more information from there on. All right, we're going to take a short break and come back with much more. Stay with us.